Have you ever wondered how Andrew Carnegie, one of the richest men in history, viewed money and its importance in our lives? Let's embark on a journey into the mind of this extraordinary man who is not only a titan of industry, but also a philanthropist, and learn about his philosophy on money. Born into a humble family in Scotland, Carnegie emigrated to the United States as a child. He quickly ascended the ranks of the business world and became a leading figure in the American steel industry. But what truly sets Carnegie apart was his perspective on wealth. Carnegie believed that the rich have a moral obligation to give back to society, and he practiced what he preached, donating most of his wealth to causes he championed. In his book, The ABC of Money, Carnegie distills his views on money into an accessible guide. He covers everything from the acquisition of wealth to its use and control. His ideas are as relevant today as they were in the late 19th century. Throughout this video, we'll break down Carnegie's fundamentals of money. We'll delve into his thoughts on acquiring wealth, examine his strategies for building wealth, and explore his insights into controlling wealth. Our aim is to help you understand Carnegie's philosophy and apply it to your own financial journey. But we won't stop there. We'll also look at how Carnegie's principles can be adapted to the modern world. After all, while the world has changed a lot since Carnegie's time, the basic principles of money remain the same. So, are you ready to dive into the world of Andrew Carnegie and learn about money from one of the greatest minds in history? Buckle up and get ready for an enlightening journey through the ABC of money. This is not just about understanding wealth. It's about mastering it. Let's begin. First up, A stands for acquiring wealth. But what does that mean exactly? To kick things off, let's consider a garden. Now, acquiring wealth is akin to planting the seeds of a fruit-bearing tree. The fruit in this case represents the wealth you acquire, while the seeds are your investments, and the care you put into growing the tree symbolizes your financial strategies and habits. But it's not just about planting a seed and waiting for the tree to bear fruit. It's also about understanding the nature of the tree and the type of fruit it will bear. Similarly, acquiring wealth isn't just about making money, it's about understanding how to grow your wealth in a way that aligns with your values and lifestyle. This is where Andrew Carnegie's views come into play. Carnegie, one of the wealthiest individuals in history, believed that wealth isn't just about the accumulation of money. He argued that wealth should serve a higher purpose. It should be used to improve one's own life and the lives of others. It's not enough to merely acquire wealth. One must also use it responsibly. Carnegie started from humble beginnings and worked his way up, eventually becoming a titan of the steel industry. He knew the value of a dollar and understood that acquiring wealth wasn't a matter of luck, but a result of hard work, smart investments, and most importantly, a keen understanding of money. So how can you start acquiring wealth? It begins with saving. Think of saving as planting the seeds of your wealth tree. The more seeds you plant, the more trees you can grow. And just like a tree, your wealth won't grow overnight. It requires patience and perseverance. Next comes investing. Investing is like watering and fertilizing your tree. It helps your savings grow faster. There are many ways to invest, from the stock market to real estate, and what works best for you will depend on your personal circumstances and risk tolerance. Finally, there's diversification. If you plant different types of trees in your garden, you're likely to have a steady supply of fruit all year round. Similarly, diversifying your investments can help ensure a steady flow of income, even if one investment doesn't perform as expected. But remember, acquiring wealth isn't just about making money. It's also about understanding money, knowing its value, knowing how to grow it, and knowing how to use it responsibly. This understanding is key to acquiring and maintaining wealth. So let's take a leaf out of Carnegie's book. Let's not just aim to acquire wealth, but also strive to understand it. To quote Carnegie himself, "The man who dies rich dies disgraced." With that in mind, let's not just acquire wealth for wealth's sake, but to improve our lives and the lives of those around us. Remember, acquiring wealth isn't just about becoming rich. It's about understanding the value of money and how to use it wisely. Next we have B, which stands for building wealth. But how is it different from acquiring wealth? Well, let's delve into this intriguing concept. Building wealth is not about simply adding to your financial pot, but rather it's about strategically growing and nurturing your assets. It's like planting a sapling. You don't just plant it and walk away, do you? No, you water it, you give it sunlight, you protect it from pests. Similarly, building wealth requires careful planning, consistent effort, and a keen eye on the financial climate. So, what did Andrew Carnegie have to say about building wealth? This titan of industry, a man who went from a bobbin boy in a cotton factory to one of the wealthiest men in history, believed in the power of investing and saving. According to Carnegie, simply earning money isn't enough. To build real wealth, one must invest wisely and save diligently. He likened money to a good servant, but a bad master, implying that if we control our money and make it work for us, we can achieve great things. But if we let our money control us, it can lead to ruin. So how do we make our money work for us? The answer lies in smart investments and savings. Investing is like buying a golden goose. You don't just get the goose, but you also get the golden eggs it lays. When you invest your money, you're buying assets that can potentially generate income or appreciate over time. These could be stocks, bonds, real estate, or even a business. The key is to invest in something that aligns with your financial goals and risk tolerance. On the other hand, saving is like building a safety net. It's about setting aside a portion of your income for future use. It's not as glamorous as investing, but it's equally important. Having a healthy savings account can give you peace of mind and financial security. It can help you weather financial storms and provide a cushion for unexpected expenses. But remember, building wealth is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It takes time, patience, and discipline. It's about making informed decisions and taking calculated risks. It's about learning from your mistakes and not being afraid to try again. And most importantly, building wealth is about more than just money. It's about achieving financial independence and securing a better future for you and your loved ones. It's about creating opportunities and making a difference in the world. As Carnegie himself said, "The man who dies rich dies disgraced." He believed in using wealth to improve society and make a positive impact. So, let's take a leaf out of Carnegie's book and start building our wealth, not just for ourselves, but for our communities and future generations. After all, building wealth isn't just about accumulating money, it's about growing your assets and securing your financial future. Finally, C stands for controlling wealth. But why is control so important when it comes to money? Let's think of wealth as a wild horse. A wild horse is powerful and can travel great distances, but without a skilled rider to control it, the horse may not reach its destination, or worse, it may cause harm to itself or others. Similarly, wealth is a powerful tool that can accomplish great things, but without proper control, it can lead to financial ruin or even cause harm to others. Andrew Carnegie, the man who knew a thing or two about controlling wealth, believed that wealth, like that wild horse, needs to be harnessed and directed towards a positive purpose. Carnegie, who grew from a poor immigrant to one of the wealthiest men of his time, understood that controlling wealth isn't just about accumulation. It's about effective management and purposeful distribution. But how do we control wealth? Let's break it down into two key aspects: management and distribution. Effective management of wealth is about understanding where your money is going and ensuring it's being used efficiently. It's about budgeting, investing wisely, and avoiding unnecessary expenses. It's about financial literacy, understanding the value of money and knowing how to make it work for you. Think of it as being the rider who guides the horse, ensuring it stays on the path and reaches its destination. Now let's talk about distribution. Carnegie was a staunch believer in the concept of philanthropy. He believed that those who have wealth have a moral obligation to distribute it for the greater good. He famously said, "The man who dies rich dies disgraced." For Carnegie, controlling wealth was not about hoarding it, but using it to create a positive impact. This doesn't mean you have to give away all your money, but it does mean understanding that wealth can and should be used to contribute to the betterment of society. It could be as simple as donating to a charity, funding a scholarship, or investing in a social enterprise. It's about being aware of the power of your wealth and using it responsibly. Controlling wealth, in essence, is about balancing the act of growing your wealth and using it wisely. It's about ensuring that your wealth serves you, and not the other way around. It's about understanding that wealth is not just a means to an end, but a tool to make a positive difference. So, remember, controlling wealth is not just about having money in the bank. It's about understanding your financial situation, making informed decisions, and using your wealth to create a positive impact. As we wrap up this segment, let's ponder on a thought from the great Benjamin Franklin, who said, "Money has never made man happy, nor will it. There is nothing in its nature to produce happiness. The more of it one has, the more one wants." Controlling wealth doesn't mean hoarding money. It's about making informed decisions and using your wealth to create a positive impact. Now that we've learned about the ABC of money, it's time to put this knowledge into practice. Picture the potential, the opportunity that lies within each letter: acquiring, building, controlling. Each presents a step, a ladder rung on your journey towards financial growth and stability. But remember, this is just the beginning. A single spark to ignite the flame of financial wisdom. To keep that flame burning bright, to continue fueling your journey, there's a simple step you can take right now. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button. This is not just a click, it's a commitment, a pledge to your future self that you'll continue to learn, to grow, to strive for financial independence. And as you take this step, bear in mind these words from the great Andrew Carnegie himself. The man who acquires the ability to take full possession of his own mind may take possession of anything else to which he is justly entitled. Remember, knowledge is power, but it's only powerful when you put it into action. So, we've learned a lot today about the ABC of money, but how can we apply this in our lives? Casting our minds back to Andrew Carnegie's wisdom, let's break it down to the basics. A stands for acquiring wealth. And it's not just about making money, it's about understanding its value and the power it holds. Remember, money is a tool, not a goal. B is for building wealth. This means investing wisely and diversely. It's not just about earning, but also about growing what you've earned. It's about planting seeds in fertile ground and nurturing them patiently. It's about stocks, bonds, real estate, and even simple savings accounts. C is for controlling wealth. This is perhaps the most vital of all. It's about discipline, budgeting, and thoughtful spending. It's about being in control of your money rather than letting it control you. So, how do we take these three principles and apply them to our everyday lives? Well, firstly, it's about fostering a healthy relationship with money, understanding that it's a tool to achieve our goals, not a measure of our worth. Next, it's about educating ourselves. We live in a time where information is at our fingertips. We can learn about investing, about the stock market, about real estate, and so much more. Then it's about discipline, setting budgets, sticking to them, and understanding the difference between needs and wants. It's about saving for the future, for those rainy days, and for those sunny days too. But most importantly, it's about taking action. All the knowledge in the world won't help if we don't apply it. So start today. Start small if you have to, but start. And remember, no journey is without its bumps. There will be setbacks. There will be losses. But as long as we keep learning, keep growing, and keep moving forward, we're on the right path. In the words of Andrew Carnegie himself, "The man who acquires the ability to take full possession of his own mind may take possession of anything else to which he is justly entitled." So go forth and take possession of your financial future.